So Bank of America has put out a statement, and I wanted to cover Bank of America because we need to have a discussion publicly about Bank of America, because Bank of America do need to atone for sins, being part of, private prisons. We know about that, right? But Bank of America has announced it's committing $1 billion to fight racial and economic inequality, is they pointing to recent civil unrest over racism in the country as an impetus for the major move. Okay. Now it says they said the events of the past week have created a sense of true urgency that has arisen across our nation, particularly in view of racial injustice we have seen in the communities we work and live, according to the CEO of Bank of America, Brian Moynihan. Okay. He said we all need to do more. He said in addition to the recent events regarding racial violence in America, Moynihan emphasized the economic and social disparities for communities of color. Brian Moynihan, we're going to have to stop that. We can't use that term no longer. No more communities of color. The way we're going to have to say this, because this is happening to black people, we're going to say the black community. We're not going to be saying communities of color, people of color, minorities, women owned or women. No. Black American or African American. That covers black men, black women, black children. That's the language we're going to have to use here. That people of color message is out of here. But I'm going to read and continue, and I'm going to give suggestions for the black community. He said they're only magnified during the coronavirus, pandemic. Now, they say $1 billion will come in the form of 4-year commitment to support local communities in addressing economic and racial inequality. The bank said those funds will exclusively go toward people and communities of color that have been disproportionately affected by the health crisis. He said some of the areas of focus will be testing and other health services, partnerships with historically black colleges and universities, research programs supporting minority-owned businesses. Now, see, Bank of America, you started off good, but then you pulled the trick bag. Because when you say minority, that doesn't mean black folks. That means white women. That means everyone else. You don't mean black. And black people are the one that's dealing with this issue constantly. For 400 plus years, it hasn't been a minority issue because quote unquote minorities wasn't even here to deal with the issue. And also Bank of America was a part of slavery, giving mortgages to slave masters. You have to atone for that as well. I'm not saying the current CEO did that, but I'm just talking about the history of Bank of America. So Brian Moynihan, you need to atone for that if you're going to do something. Now, they want to put out this statement, everybody's trying to circle their wagon and say, hey, wait a minute, I support you guys. We'll do this. But let me tell you something. Brian Moynihan, the CEO of Bank of America. OK, this is what you can do to really help out the black community, because if you're doing it for minorities, if you're talking about HBCUs, listen, y'all got to get that HBCU crap out of your mouth. OK, the majority of black people don't go to HBCUs. The majority of black people don't even go to college. So giving it to HBCUs, you're only helping this many black people. You're not helping the grand scheme of things. But I could tell you, if you really want to help out black people, OK, Bank of America, I would love to come on here and say Bank of America has made good on their promise to the black community. This is what Bank of America is going to do. This is what they have committed to doing. Bank of America, if you are serious for helping the black community, not people of color, not minority this and no, black community. OK, the best way you can help out the black community, you be in the bank, because banks have participated in the sabotage of black owned businesses by not allowing them to get the capital that they need to grow or even get started. The second thing the bank can do is take that money, and we're going to talk about certain amounts, take up that money and give home loans to black families, that you will pay the closing costs of it, and that it would be a minimum down payment, not even the 20% or anything like that, with a fixed rate mortgage, fixed rate. OK, not adjustable, fixed rate at current interest rates that you have right now. That would help out the black community. Now you may say, why are you focusing on home ownership, Phil? Black people do not own homes the way they should. Matter of fact, our home ownership is just about the same as it was in the 60s. The majority of black people rent. Home ownership is assets. Owning property is an asset. The reason why the coronavirus, when all this happened, a lot of white people still got a benefit. See, white people that own homes, their mortgage company said, hey, we can, put your payments at the end of the loan. We can give you X amount of months. Some of them was 6 months. Some of them was even a year. They don't have to pay their mortgage. But if you are renting, they want their rent. You understand? So if a person lost their job to have a home right now that took advantage of those programs for coronavirus, they at least know they're not going to be thrown out on the street. They guys got to figure out how to pay their utilities. That's it. But if you're a person that lost everything with coronavirus and you stay in an apartment, you don't get no forgiveness for rent. You understand? So Bank of America, if you really want to help out the black community, allocate $750 million of that $1 billion to home loans for the black community. I suggest make sure that it's homes that these people can afford. Of course, look at their finances and see what they can afford and say, listen, you can only stay in a home that's $130,000, $140,000, $200,000, whatever they can afford. That is the way you want to help out black people. That's where you can correct your error of being a part of slavery, for one. You can correct the second error of being part of private prisons. That's number two. You can help correct that by helping black people financially become home owners. So when they have another pandemic, black people can take advantage of those programs where they can push their loans back. Or if they get in a good area and the property value go up, black people can sell their homes and then move somewhere else and get money off of it. You understand? That's the wealth gap right there. And you would help close the wealth gap by participating in home ownership. The other portion of the money, $250 million, could be allocated for loans for small businesses at current interest rates. If you want to help out the black community, that's the best way to do it. Small business and home ownership, covering the $1 billion. Then at that time period, I will say, you know what? Bank of America is serious about closing the wealth gap. They're serious about home ownership. And let me tell you something. You put a program like that up together, right, for the black community. I know that you can get some kickbacks from the government for doing that. For touting, look, we gave out the most home loans to black people than any of them. Okay? If you're not willing to do it like that, then I don't take it serious. But I said, you put it out there, so it's for us as black media to challenge you on it. But all this communities of color, minority, women, and all, no. If you're gonna do it that way, keep the money, because you're not serious. If you're not allocating, you're not saying black, you're not serious. And I want all of you who watching to make sure to tell all of them that if you refuse to say black or African American, whatever one you want to choose, you're not serious. You hear people of color, oh, it ain't got nothing to do with me. You hear minority, oh, it has nothing to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about. Now you say black, I'll start listening. Because you're not going to play that trick bag language no more. That's done. That's over with. The minority talk, the women talk, the people of color talk is done. And we as black people say it's done because we're tired of it. We're tired. We've allowed it to go on too long. And we say enough is enough. So Bank of America, make good on it. I would love to come back and report that you are making good on it. I would quickly report on that. And I will, when this video definitely come out, I will tweet this video to you. If you would like to sit down and have a conversation, I'm welcome to have a conversation with you. Explain to you my points a lot further if you would like to, but understand I'm advocating for the black community because we the ones that really need the help. And Bank of America's history with the black community hasn't been good. We know you have charged a lot of fees to black people to the point they had to sue you. So you have a lot of making up to do, Bank of America. And you can do this by allocating $1 billion to home ownership and business, small business loans for the black community. Because trust me, there's a lot of brothers and sisters that have businesses right now that would love to get access to those funds. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation with Bank of America. And, you know, like I said, challenge them on this. Challenge them. Don't let them just put that out there. Make sure that money goes to the black community.